You have no idea the Christmas hell that I have been thrust uponwards unto this past couple months. You thought you left me off in a good place. My last video, making a little bullshit salad. You think I continued on feeling joy? After that, it's been hell for me. Hell. Last week's videos were all filmed before my vacation, something way back on like December 6th, and it's been nothing but hellfire since then. The amount of plot twists about to hit you in the face could turn Lord of the Rings into a documentary. I'm lost, you're about to be. Let's go on a journey together, my friend. So welcome to 2022. I am thriving in it, as you could tell by my intro. I hope you are as well. Nothing but good times ahead this year. So where did we leave off? I was doing some bullshit high-fat, 1 meal a day vegan diet. I've changed my diet like 7 times since then. Keep up. Come on. So I'm doing this high-fat thing, and as usual, I noticed some benefits. Some things are improving. Like my mood was slightly better. I was getting a little depressed. Things are weird out there in the world, and I'm just like, what's the point of any of this? Like everything I used to love, I don't love. And what do I love now? I've been like wasting so much time on the internet for years. So over this vacation period, I decided to back off it. And so I'm just like reading and contemplating on the couch. I'm sitting on the couch, like not knowing what the hell to do with my life, basically. And it's been great. So I noticed with all these nuts and seeds, I got a boost in hormone production. I felt stronger, happier, but everything else got worse. My digestion, it's been 10 months of sulfury gas nightmares that I haven't been able to solve until now. We finally solved it. I don't even know what happened. But before we get there, in a series of plot twists, it was about 3 weeks eating this high-fat vegan diet, and my digestion is just terrible. The sulfur is gaining momentum. It was worse, and I'm constipated, and the worst digestion ever. Nuts and seeds, you suck. Who invented you? There were delicious meals. I would steam up a bunch of cauliflower, mushrooms, and other vegetables, and then add this nut yogurt, and then boom, and a little tomato paste in there for the sour acids. That's like, wow, like tasty, satisfying, but every single meal, I'm dead after. It reminded me so much of my carnivore days, like just exhausted all the time, except when I was fasting before that. And I'm like, am I gonna kick into this fat burning mode, or am I just exhausted all the time now? Like this is how it was. 11 months carnivore, after like a couple weeks, like my energy died and it never returned. I was like, I'm so exhausted all the time. That's why I was trying things like ketchup and mango ice cream and weird shit, coconut water if you got it. None of it worked. So I basically went from feeling pretty good most of the time on high carb, but hungry, ravenous, angry, to like exhausted all the time, but satisfied. Slightly happy, but lazy and fat. My bowels, they were getting inflamed. Like it started to hurt. Like all this sulfur, it's burning you. It's just so harsh. I was like, why? Where is it coming from? So I had a Christmas cheat. I went to my mom's and I just had the starches, potato meal with like Brussels sprouts and broccoli and turnip, and I just did that. It was my cheat meal, just starches. And the weirdest series of events from this place. My mom calls me an Uber to get home. A gift, a Christmas gift, if you will. Here, don't take the bus. Here, take a nice Uber. He shows up with the most air freshening, you wouldn't believe it. I don't know what he sprayed in there, but me and my girlfriend get in the car and we're like, oh my God, we should have abandoned ship, but we're like, all right, wow, that's interesting. Can we open the windows? It was minus 15 if it was a foot. That whole ride home, I'm just like sticking my head out trying to get some little bits of oxygen in this pool, this sea of just toxic air. Why did you spray that? And so I think I have a couple theories here. Either my mom, who's been doubly monkey blood injected, cooked the meal and dripped some monkey blood into my food, making me sick, or that Uber ride with the terrible air and the freezing minus 15, 90 miles per hour winds, something gave me the flu. I was shivering. My body shut down. I was shaking. I felt like I had just gotten the monkey jab. And I was like, so cold for 15 minutes, and then it went away. And I was like, what the hell? This is my second cold in 2 months. I have the immune system of a dead cat. I can't fight off anything. A baby could take my wallet if he wanted to, and he did. And I tried to take it back, and he won. It was bullshit. He bought some fucking crib with my money. At this point, I'm having doubts that I'm even remotely healthy. Getting sick twice in 2 months, I'm like, thanks veganism, that was a fun trip. Thanks for bringing me along that ride. That was a good one. It's just been 10 months of sulfur gas, terrible skin, brain fog, bloating. It's been a nightmare, and I've been craving like chicken, and I'm like, something's gotta give. Give me a sign, Lord. Give me a sign. Don't make me buy these birds. So basically, I have this flu. I had nothing but coconut water and 1 green apple one day, and then the next day, just some fruit. Things are flushing like crazy. I'm sick. And I'm thinking like, I'm starving. I can't eat starch. It just creates this crazy gas. I'm running out of options here. I tried the sprouts, sprouted greens, and I went to the nuts and seeds, and like, I can't just eat fruit. What else? There's nothing. I've tried it all. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm just gonna do this. A little fruit and meat for a little bit. Vegetable juice, fruit, meat, normal human being, F veganism. We tried it. Give me a sign though. Make me stop, just stop me here. And I'm waiting, I'm walking to the store totally open to heading right back home once I see the sign. Like some happy chicken or something. It's like, oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. I see a fruit truck roll past me on the side street. I'm like, there's a picture of apples. Apples? You think that's going to keep me? This is my least favorite fruit. You don't even know me. That was your message, a truck with the bullshit fruit? It's like, nice try. So I'm in the store and I'm looking at the dead meat and I'm like, this sucks. And I'm looking at other people who are with me looking at it. And I'm like, you guys? I'm part of you? The brainless masked ones? Looking at dead bodies to lick? I'm like, no way. But anyway, I buy it. And so I get home. And I'm thinking, I'm going to cook this up. I don't have a rack. I'm going to buy one. Bought a little rack. Get home. Preheat this oven. Go about my shit. Go back to the oven. It's glowing white light. I'm like, you piece of shit. I asked for the sign before buying the meat. I just wasted $75 on meat. And my oven's glowing white hot light. Like it's broken. There's something haywire with the element. And I'm like, I've never seen that. Wow, that's a good sign. Wow, Lord, you're a little late. You asshole, I've already made up my mind. I'm going to eat that no matter what, even if I don't have an oven. You piece of shit. But I was like, wow, look at that. Like, that's totally a sign. Here, I'm going to cook this up. Oh, wow, your oven's broken. Sorry. In a white, hot light-like fashion. It's like, wow, impressive. Impressive sign. I ignored it and just fried the chicken. Now, here's where a couple plot twists hit us. This could have went one of two ways. One, that it just tasted so good. And I was like, oh, finally. I've been vegan 10 months. Just the nutrients that I was missing started flooding my body, and I was so happy. I was like, wow, I knew it. I was missing meat. All this meat and protein, yeah. Or it could have been disgusting and lowered my hippie fruit vibe. I was vibrating up here. Look where I am now. Not somewhere good. So I eat these chicken thighs. They're so greasy. When you're on a low-fat vegan diet for so long, and then you try something with like oil in it, you're just like, what is this? This isn't even food. It was tasty. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was pretty yummy, but greasy. And then I just felt so heavy. I've never felt this terrible feeling of just filth. I felt so disgusting, and I just had to lay down and sleep. And I was just like, my vibe was lowered. Like, I felt like, damn it, why did I do that? That was so stupid. I was on this high level. I was having some doubts, of course, but I felt so bad after eating that. I was like, no, why? And not only bad, like emotionally and mentally, I couldn't digest the thing. It was just sitting there like a rock. I was like, what is this? It was so heavy and I'm just burping chicken, gross burps. I'm like, ah. And I was nauseous and I'm just like, oh, what did I do? And I barely slept that night because it was just sitting there like a rock of filth. So that was like 6 days ago. I feel like it's still in me. It's so gross. Meat is so disgusting. And all like my audience down there, every day I make a video and they're like, eat meat, bro. You need animal fat. You need pork. Do you want to sell me a pork rind? I'll send you one. Now I know what it feels like to follow your dumb advice. It's the worst. Like, there was no uplift. There was no like, oh, I was deficient in that. Well, I sure do feel better. I felt worse on every single level. So I'm back to veganism, but I have all this meat in my fridge now. I don't even know what to do with it. I'll probably give it away. I can't eat it. It's disgusting. Why did I buy so much? I should have just bought one little pack of chicken and be done with it. But I got a couple packs of chicken, a bunch of salmon, some duck eggs. I can't eat any of it. It's disgusting. So that's what happened to me. I can't believe I fell down to that level, but I was just, too much was going on in my body. The second cold, all this sulfur gas, the pain, like my gut still isn't healed after 13 years. Like, I cured colitis, that I'm not bleeding, but like I still have this same pain right above the ass. Whenever things are about to happen, it's like I still have this burny pain. And it's like it's not getting better on veganism, so I'm having all these doubts, and my teeth are getting like so many cavities. I can just feel them. It's like, this ain't the path. And I thought I had like a carnivore thing in my back pocket. It's like, oh, I can always return to that. I needed the break from the gut. It's just like too much was moving. And for some reason, before eating the meat, I had like the flu and then flushing a bunch of stuff. And then my 1 day on coconut water and 1 apple, and all the sulfur went away. And I was like, And I started to feel a little better, and then I ate the meat and then I died. I should have just not eaten the meat. But something like the flu, the fever that I had killed the sulfur bacteria. I don't know what happened, but I feel like, okay, we're doing good. We got, like, I'm eating just a bunch of fruits and vegetable juice, and I had some puffed quinoa the other day. Take that. I don't know, man. Just, it went away. So we got some level of dignity. That's not a word. So I have no idea what cured the sulfur, but it was like all this heat. My girlfriend kept telling me all this sulfur is heat coming out of the body. I turned fart heat into body heat to create a fever and then sweat out my farts. And here we are, thriving hard as a vegan once again. I'm so sorry, vegans and animals, for stooping down to that level. I can't believe I did, but I did it. I hit rock bottom, and I'm here to share this stupid-ass journey with you, but I'm not eating meat again. It's too disgusting. Trust me, I'm an ethical vegan. I may have dipped pretty hard down in there into a chicken's den. You don't let a lion loose in a chicken's den. Bad things happen to good people. But I can't hide who I am. So that happened, and we're back on the horse. We're riding up and to the right, and we're good to go. So that's what happened to me over the Christmas holidays. It's been bullshit, and here we are. So thank you so much for enjoying that and thumbing up the video. Surely no vegan would thumb this down, because I've been honest. And telling the terrible things that you do absolves you of the crime. So, not one thumbs down. Confirmed that I'm a good person still. So, I appreciate that. You could thumb it down just for humor's sake, because you're making a porcupine meat sandwich. Porcupines aren't skewers. You can't barbecue the porcupine meat on their own skewers. It'd probably melt. It's hair. It's just hardened hair. It's gonna smell like that. So, don't do it. Chicken's so gross. I was craving it for months. I couldn't stop thinking about it. It's like, oh man, I can't eat this starch shit. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat a whole rotisserie chicken. So I did the next best thing, ate thighs, and they were disgusting. Those chicken burps will never leave me. Oh God, you meat eaters, you're disgusting. You disgust me even further. Oh my God, that is not the path. I thought maybe, because it had no fiber, I was like, okay, we'll do this, just vegetable juice, one little fruit meal, and some meat. No, absolutely not. So that is not an option. And now I know it. So here we are. How y'all doing? I'm gonna go after you subscribe. Vegans, you're welcome back anytime.